In this lecture, we are going to discuss the anatomy of the breast. Breast is basically present in both male and the female. But in male, it is rudimentary, and in female, it is well developed. And it is the most important female reproductive organ, and it actually provides the nutrition in the form of the milk to the newborn. So basically, breast is present in the pectoral region, and it is actually surrounded by the superficial fascia. Fascia is very much important, and it is actually a connective tissue that is actually present in most structures of our body. So if you see here, this is the lateral view of the breast. Okay, so at the outermost you will see the skin. Outside you will see the skin. Okay, next beneath the skin you will see the superficial fascia. Okay, here is in blue color, you will see the superficial fascia. Okay, so basically superficial fascia is actually present at the top side, and it is this same superficial fascia goes backward, and that forms the deep side of the superficial fascia. So it means that superficial fascia surrounds the whole breast. So that's why we call the breast lies in the superficial fascia. Okay, and after that you will see inside the breast, you will see the large amount of the fat. Here is the fat. Okay, and beneath the deep superficial fascia you will see the loose areolar tissue. Okay, here is in green color. These are basically the loose areolar tissue, and this tissue also known as the retromammary space. Okay, and this space is very much important for the proper movement of the breast. This retromammary space is helpful. Actually, breast move with the help of the retromammary space. And next, beneath the retromammary space you will see the deep fascia. Here is the deep fascia, or you can say pectoral fascia. Now that is the most important thing. Deep fascia is different from the superficial fascia. Superfascia has two components. At the top side you will see the presence of the superfascia. This same superfascia goes backward and forms the deep superficial fascia. Deep superficial fascia is actually the part of the superficial fascia, but after that you will see the retromammary space, and after that you will see the pectoral fascia, or you can say deep fascia. Okay, that is the important thing about the pectoral fascia. So it means that breast lies on the pectoral fascia, or you can say deep fascia, and after that you will see the presence of the pectoralis major muscles. Okay, this is the muscles of the pectoral region. Okay, and at the nipple side you will see the duct. So at the top side you will see the lactiferous duct. Okay, and after the lactiferous duct you will see the sinus, and that sinus is actually called the lactiferous sinus. Okay, and after that you will see the alveoli, or you can say acini. Okay, in the lobe you will see the alveoli, or you can say acini. So here is the structures of the breast, how superficial fascia surround the whole breast. Okay, if we look at the location of the breast according to the pectoral region. So basically we divide the breast into four quadrants. Okay, If you see here, this side, so basically here is the center of the body, and that is actually called the medial side of our body. Central part of our body is called the medial side, and at the this side, left or right side, you will see the lateral side. Here is the lateral side, here is the medial side. At both sides, central part will be the medial, and at left and right, this will be the lateral side. Similarly, we give or we divide the breast according to the lateral and the medial position. So here is the four quadrant of the breast. Here is the upper lateral quadrant, because it actually lies at the lateral side of our body, and it is actually present upside. So it is called the upper lateral quadrant of our breast. Next, you will see at the medial side, you will see upper medial quadrant, because it is present at the medial side and it is present upside. Okay. Similarly, you will see beneath it, you will see the lower medial quadrant. Okay, it is actually present at the medial side and below the upper quadrant. Okay. Similarly, at that side, you will see the lower lateral quadrant. So there are basically the four quadrants of the breast, and at the center you will see the presence of the nipple, and around it you will see the areola. Okay. If you see here, at the upper lateral side or upper lateral quadrant, you will see the projection. Okay, now this projection is actually called the axillary tail of Spence. That is the projection from the upper lateral quadrant, axillary tail of Spence, and it actually passed through the deep fascia, or you can say pectoral fascia. So basically there is a hole or perforation in the deep fascia, and from the deep fascia it moves outside. Okay, so now this foramen, or you can say this hole, is actually called the foramen of Langer. So as we have discussed that here is the deep fascia. So basically the quadrant or upper lateral quadrant pass through the deep fascia. Okay, and that hole, or you can say perforation, is actually called the foramen of Langer. Similarly, at both sides you will see the foramen of Langers, and after that you will see the axillary tail of Spence. So they are basically the different components of the breast. Okay, and if you see here, we can give or we can locate the breast according to the sternum as well. So if you see here, breast is actually, if we discuss it horizontally, so breast is actually lies at the lateral side of the sternum. Here is the lateral side of the sternum. Okay, at one side you will see the presence of the sternum, and at other side you will see here is the line. This is actually the mid axillary line that actually pass through the mid of the axilla. So that is actually, breast is actually lies between the mid axillary line and the lateral side of the sternum. Okay, if we discuss it vertically, okay, so basically it will start from the second rib and it actually end at the sixth rib. Okay, so here is the location of the breast, and the nipple is actually lies at the fourth intercostal space. That is the position of the nipple. Okay, and in beneath the breast you will see the different muscles. So you will see the three most important muscles. First, if you see here, this side is actually called the pectoralis major muscles. Okay, that is actually present beneath, just beneath the breast. Okay, another muscles that is actually called the serratus anterior. Okay, and last you will see The third muscle, that is actually called the external oblique muscles of the abdomen. Here is the external oblique muscle of the abdomen. So basically, breast actually lies over the three muscles: pectoralis major, serratus anterior, and the external oblique muscles. Here is the location of the breast and the different muscles that actually lies beneath the breast. So this is all about the anatomy of the breast. If you still have any question, you may ask in the comment section. Thank you so much.